Is it true that once you die, once you're in the Barzakh, once you're in the grave, after a certain amount of time you're going to go to sleep and you're not going to wake up until Judgment Day? No, that's not true. Once you die, or once your body dies and your soul leaves your body, there's no more sleep. Sleep is only in this realm. Sleep is only in this dunya that we're experiencing right now. And that's why it's called Hayatul Barzakh, the life of the Barzakh. There's no sleeping, there's nothing like that. And the life of the Barzakh, it's either a glimpse of the blessings and the bounty and the opulence that you're going to experience in paradise, or it's a ditch of the fire, wal-'iyadhu billah. And in that life, in Hayatul Barzakh, you are either one of three people. You're either one of three people. The first category is a true, sincere believer. The angels, Munkar and Nakir, they come. Who is your Lord? They ask you these three questions. Who is your Lord? What is your way? What is your religion? And who is the messenger that was sent to you? My Lord is Allah. Islam is my way. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was my messenger. And they open up a portal for him, showing him the fire. And they would say, هَذَا مَقْعَدِكَ مِنَ النَّارِ إِن كَفَرْتَ. This would have been your place, this would have been your station in the fire had you rejected. But then it's closed off and it's sealed and it's never opened up for that specific person again. And then another portal is open, but this portal is the portal of paradise. And they say, this is what's going to be waiting for you on the other end. And because he's so excited of what he's going to be, that's his ultimate destination. He says, Rabbi aqim as-sa'a, Rabbi aqim as-sa'a. Ya Allah, allow the final moment to happen, allow the final moment to happen, because that's what he wants. He wants his ultimate destination. On the other hand, you have a kafir, a person that rejects Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and a hypocrite as well, a disbeliever. Who is your Lord? Again, the same questions. Who is your Lord? What is your way? And what was the messenger that was sent to you? And he's going to be like, stuttering, and then they're going to be like, and he's like, I don't know. La a'lam. He's like, I don't know. And the angels say to him, you never knew, and you didn't know, and you didn't answer. And they hit him on the head with a hammer that is so strong, and it's so harsh. This strike is so strong, it's so mean, that he screams out in such agony that everything in creation hears it except for the living jinn and the living human beings. Animals hear it. Us human beings that are alive, that we don't hear it. And the portal is open to him for paradise, and they show him this would have been your place in paradise had you believed. And it's closed off for that person, it's sealed off for that person, and it's never opened up for him again. And then a portal of hell is opened up, and he gets a whiff of its punishment, a whiff of what's going to come to him, and he says, Ya Allah, don't allow the final moment to happen, don't allow the final moment to happen, because he doesn't want to go there. He knows that's his ultimate destination, he doesn't want to go there. And as for the last category, is the believer that is disobedient, a believer that is disobedient. And this is the one that commits, major sins and things like that. And this basically is unique to that specific person. The person that completely doesn't care, other people that are not as careless, and so on and so forth. So there's those that are punished in the grave for a certain amount of time, and then for the rest of the time in their grave, they're in bounty and blessing until Judgment Day, and then they're going to enter paradise. And there's others that are going to be punished in their grave, and they're also going to be punished in the akhirah. They're also going to be punished on the Day of Judgment. And then after that amount, they're going to go, after they serve their time in the grave, and after they serve their time in the fire, wal-'iyadhu billah, that's when they're going to enter paradise. Because it just depends on how many sins that they had done in this dunya, and the amount and how big they were: zina, fornication, alcohol, riba, things like that. And this is because the punishment of the grave lightens up the punishment of the akhirah. And then after that, he's going to get paradise. And some people may ask, do people really go around and talk to people of the grave? And this is something that some scholars mention something about it, but there's nothing really solid. There's nothing really firm about this, because this has to do with ghaibiyat. This is something that only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows. But what's important to know is that a believer is busy being blessed, and a disbeliever is being punished. Nobody really cares, or nobody really knows about this kind of stuff. So we'll leave it at that.